Hey guys, Becky here with Design Bundles, and I'm super excited to have you join me today because we have a really awesome project. It's probably one of my favorites. We're showing you how to customize a coordinates design. Alright guys, so here we are in Cricut Design Space. Now, I am going to use my Cricut cutting machine, but remember you can do the same process with whatever cutting machine and software you're using, okay? So first, let me go ahead, I'm going to go to Upload, and I'm going to show you the beautiful file that we're working with today. So I'm just going to go to Upload Image and Browse. Now I've already downloaded and unzipped this file. From designbundles.net, of course. And one of the big things that I went for, just to make this project really simple and easy, is I went ahead and chose a design that already included coordinates. Okay. Now, the reason I did that was so that I can easily just switch them out. But remember that you can add coordinates to pretty much any design that you may already have. So let's zoom out. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and take you over to the website that we're going to use to locate our coordinates. So I'm using gps-coordinates.net. Of course, I'm not affiliated with this website by any means, but I use it whenever I need to find coordinates, and it has a lot of really, well, I'm going to say redeeming features, and of course it's free. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to enter the address that I want to use. So then I just click GPS coordinates, okay? Now if I need to, I'm going to zoom in and be able to show you exactly, what coordinates I'm working with. So let's scroll down. So what I want is to go ahead and isolate that area right there. Okay, so it's going to give me, once I just click where I need it to go, it's going to give me those exact coordinates. And I can re-click until I get the exact area that I'm looking for. So with my pin in place, I can come over here and it's going to give me the latitude, the longitude, and then of course I will get the degrees, minutes, and seconds, okay? This is actually what we're looking for right here. And that will make more sense in just a moment. But for now, we can go ahead and just go back to Cricut Design Space and we can flip back and forth, or you can write them down if that's easier. And the good news is that it doesn't take a whole lot of know-how to be able to interpret and insert these coordinates. So back in the software, we're just going to ungroup, and then we can delete out these coordinates and insert coordinates that work best for us. Okay, so what I'm going to do, instead of deleting them right away, I'm just going to move them up here, and then I want to go ahead and just double check, and we will group these together as needed. So that way when I select everything, I should just be able to align center, just because it seems like things came in a little off center. Okay, now I can do the same with the year down here. All right, so if I want to ungroup that, I can. But I like to keep the original, that way I can double check the sizing that I create. So let's go to text. We're going to create our text box and we can type in the numbers that we need. Now what I did, instead of typing in all of the little, I don't want to call them glyphs, but all the little symbols that we need, I just typed out the numbers, and of course we can find a font that's going to work best for us. Now I'm going to go to my system fonts, and then I can come through here and just find one that's going to blend in well with the design that we already have. Once you get your font picked out, then what we're going to do is go ahead and ungroup the existing file that we were working with, existing text. And then of course we can go to contour and we can hide them all and just select the pieces that we want. The next thing that I'm going to do is to go ahead and just select these individual pieces that we're working with, and then we can align them to the top just to make sure that they're all even, and group them together. And I'm going to create a copy. I just did copy and paste, And I'm going to align them over here with this design as well. And then once I'm done with that, I can group them all together and then go ahead and align them where we need them to go. Now, I did forget, so let's go in and add it. I forgot the north and the west. I forgot the directional, but that can easily be fixed. And of course, that's included on the information that you get from the website also. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's go ahead and align them where we want them to go. And then I'm going to hold down the shift key, select them both. I want to align them center vertically, and then I'm going to make them smaller so that they fit better in that area, because I don't want them to stick out farther than the design. So then we can group them together. Now we can go ahead and get rid of these. And if we group these two together down here also, then we can do our center alignment again. There we go. So now all we're going to do is go ahead and attach these. So guys, once we get everything centered just the way that we want it, this is literally the conclusion of our design. That is exactly how easy it is to, number one, use your address to locate your coordinates, and number two, swap out your coordinates with an existing design, making it super easy. But remember, you can use these coordinates for all types of things. I've seen them on keychains. You know, this one is going to be a farmhouse sign, so make sure you stay tuned for part 2. But it makes a really great gift idea, and of course, really great home decor. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and it was pretty easy to follow along. So guys, how did you feel about customizing this design with your very own coordinates? Now, I really love that simple and free website that you can put in any address, pinpoint your location, and get the exact coordinates that you need. And with one of these designs from Design Bundles, you saw just how easy it was to switch out pre-made coordinates with coordinates of your very own. Now, like I said, these make really great gifts. This is a preview of just one of the projects that we're making with it. Hint, hint, that's gonna be a follow-up video for you. But guys, just very, very versatile. And if you think outside the box, I'm sure you will find a dozen or more reasons why you need to know how to create coordinate designs. So I'm going to wrap it up for today, but guys, make sure if you have any questions or comments, definitely leave those down below. I'd love hearing from you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, all right? That helps us to keep the channel growing so we can keep bringing you these awesome videos in the future. But guys, that is it for today, but I do appreciate it, and we'll see you again next time.